Buffalo is going to win it, folks.
Kick your heels up and shout.
Let's see why the
Come on now, the Bills are making it happen. Stand up now, come on and shout.
Buffalo go undefeated. And we're going to the Super Bowl. Yeah.
Now, baby. Come on.
No one
Come on
circles the
and
wagon
shout.
like the Buffalo Bills.
And we're back, man. We're back. I know it's definitely been a tough couple of days, tough weekend. It was Christmas, and also it was a blizzard in Buffalo. So, we had to push the show back because a lot of things going on for a lot of people. So we just want to start off the show with our condolences and rest in peace to everybody who lost their life in this blizzard. Everybody who was truly inconvenienced and truly had to be misplaced or was trapped or stuck at work, stuck in your car, stuck outside, just want to give our condolences to those, and Matt, you got anything to say?
Yeah, just piggybacking on that, I was just, happy to be, that everybody, obviously here is all right. And, definitely rest in peace to those who lost their lives, and same. It's a horrible thing that went on. And, just glad to be able to be here and talk about, something positive coming out of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely a hard transition, and no really way to transition, to talk about football, when, we just had a crazy blizzard. One of the craziest one I've been a part of in my lifetime. Yeah. I know people are going to say reference 77 and stuff like that, but that was legit crazy and unfortunate and sad in many different ways. But we're here. However, we're here. We're going to talk some football. Bills, Bills won last week. They got a good matchup coming up this Monday night. But before we start with all that, we want to shout out to 26 Shirts. We also want to shout out Buffalo fan base for rocking with us, giving us this extra platform to showcase our talents. But we got a sponsor, man. Matt, let them know who it is.
Yes, sir. This episode and every other episode is brought to you by the good people at Buffalo Wing Kings. It's two things the guys here at the Overdue Bills podcast know. That's Bills football, and that's wings. Our first choice and the best choice is Buffalo Wing Kings. It's football season, everybody. Thursday night, starting a week 17. That's going to be crazy. Definitely get your orders in. It's not too late to get your orders in to get some Wing Kings or this coming weekend. A lot of New Year's parties, and then of course Monday Night Football, the big Bills matchup. Definitely get your orders in. Hit our guys up over at Buffalo Wing Kings, located at 484 Elmwood Avenue, or in downtown Buffalo, or you can give them a call at 716-248-1427 and find out why they say, and we know they got the best wings in town, hands down. And make sure you mention our name, the Overdue Bills podcast. Get 10% off your order.
All right, good looks. And shout out to Preach. He's taking some PTO, pod time off. Also, shout out to Mike D, editor-in-chief, and Mills, Mr. Do Everything Mills. Shout out to our guys. Also, if you want this merch, this fire merch, you see what Matt got on. You want this merch, hit us up at overduebillspod.com to get your merch, get your articles, all that sweet stuff, man. So also, before we start the show, I want you guys to like, share, subscribe, get the algorithm going, as Preach would say, let the people know we're on. So do that for us. So I want to start off like this. We got a quick question of the day, obviously. So I want to start off like this. Matt, what you think? Quick question of the day. Is Monday night a must win for us? Is it a must win?
Yeah, I think it's a must win. Obviously, it's not a must win for our playoff status because we did clinch the AFC East with the win. I believe with the win in Miami. I could be wrong, but either way, we're in the playoffs no matter what.
Yeah, Miami lost and we won, so
yeah. So the stepping stone and the checklist that we created to start the season, which was win the division, which is what we accomplished. Then the next one is going to be home field, number one seed, home field advantage throughout the playoffs. So win on Monday pretty much, knock on wood, it almost guarantees that because of the tight race that we are in with the Chiefs. So the Chiefs don't look like they're going to lose anytime soon. So we got to keep winning to maintain that number 1 seed. They have Denver this weekend, who's looked terrible, fired their head coach, and then next week to finish off the season, they have a Derek Carrless Las Vegas Raiders. Jared Stidham, Las Vegas Raiders. So it's looking like they're gonna finish strong and finish those 2 games. We have this huge matchup with the number 3 seed currently, Cincinnati Bengals, and then we got the New England Patriots at home to finish out the season. So
2 people still fighting,
Yep, and then the Patriots are going to be fighting for a playoff spot too, so they're not going to come out, giving us anything easy. So it'll be a tough 2 games, but this game for sure, obviously, game to game is a must win for us.
Yeah, I guess I got to piggyback that, right? Having that was one, is this the first year just the 1 seed with the bye? It's the first year?
It's like the third
second year. It's the 3rd year.
Yeah, COVID, I think it started. They added that 7th team, or actually, it might have even been before that, the year that we made the playoffs.
Oh wow, I'm wild. Yeah. I'm way off. Then I'm way off. I'm wilding. I'm I don't know. I clearly not tuned in, but yeah. So that 1 seed is, it's huge, bro. It's huge. Getting that bye, also home playoff throughout the AFC. We need that. I think we need that. I think hey, maybe we don't. If the weather keeps acting like this, maybe we don't need it, right? Maybe we need to go somewhere else. So, but yeah, I think just for the Bills fan, Bills Mafia, how we gonna show out. And I think our defense plays better here. Our defense is the top notch, and I think Josh, pretty much played good. When he on, Josh has played great. But I think the defense responds to the home crowd the best. So I think it's definitely must win is tough because I think we're good enough to win anywhere. I think we got that type of team. So must win is tough to say, but it's the closest thing to must win. It's almost win. I don't know. What's the next thing from most must win out? But yeah, so before we're going to talk about that game a little later on, that's just a little prequel, a little preview of what's coming up next. Let's talk about let's quickly, it's been almost close to a week. Let's talk about recap the game real quick. The Bears versus Buffalo end up being 35-13. It was a little tight, for the first 3 quarters. I guess we actually losing at halftime, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. And we end up in a blowout, 35-13. So just a quick recap of the game and just what's your biggest takeaways? How did you feel about the game? And, before we move on to that Bengals game.
It was kind of like a walkthrough game for me. Despite being down, I never really thought that we weren't really in control of that game, especially the way that the defense kind of kept Fields at bay. I thought it was just it just was a matter of time for our offense to pick up and kind of be like, all right, guys, let's just get it done so we can get out of here. It's freezing. It's Christmas. Let's hurry up and get this done. So with that, it was I don't know. It was a good showing, in the second half by the offense. The run game looks like it's coming along to complement our obviously Josh Allen and the wide receiver core. Dawson Knox is coming on, so I liked it a lot. Ed Oliver and the guys that they had another dominating performance up front. So I was definitely happy with how the game played out.
Yeah,
takeaway, but it's just kind of like all that in a nutshell, right?
Yeah. For me, I mean, the game was interesting, right? I like the run game a lot. I think Josh put the ball in, harm's way a lot. I guess he didn't see the field as much as you would like for him to see the field.
Yeah.
Some of those interceptions, especially that one to McKenzie. It was just like, he clearly just didn't see the other defender, I'm assuming there. And I don't know. I felt that this was a, showcase all 3 of our running backs game. I think they all needed the touches. I think we could have easily, I know we get enamored with the pass happy. We get enamored with Josh being just, a freak athlete, one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. Mm-hmm. And I think it's something, he only threw the ball 26 times, but I feel like, that could have easily been a 15-18 type of a throw game because we didn't need to throw the ball that much. I think the run game, James Cook, he's explosive. That one step and he can pop it. I think Singletary looked great. I wanted Naheem Hines to get more carries. I just thought it was like, let's showcase our run game. If it's cold, people don't want to tackle. And we didn't do that. At certain times we didn't do that. So I just want Dorsey to just realize, sometimes, I know running the game is boring and people don't like it because, we don't good, but sometimes you just need to showcase you have that strength to let your team know, let your O-line know, let the running backs know that if we need to go to this script, we can do it. And I will do it. Not, you know what I mean? Not like, all right, I just got to throw the ball because I have to, you know what I mean? So I don't know. I wish it was like a more run heavy type of game I'm not gonna say it wasn't, right, because we ran the ball 31 times, we threw the ball 26 times, so it was even. But I feel like, man, we could have, I feel like the Singletary had 12 for 106, James Cook had 11 for 99.
Yes,
we ran for 254, but we could have ran for like 400 yards. I feel like it was like the gaps were so big, and we got away from it. Sometimes early in that fourth quarter, we could have just ran them boys out, man. Ran the clock out, run them boys out, man. Let's get these boys out of here. For me, in the fourth quarter, a 3-13 team. I'm nitpicking here. In the fourth quarter, a 3-13 team. They don't really want to tackle for real. They trying to get out here just like everybody else. Yeah. And you can just run the ball on these boys. So that's what I felt. I felt it was sometimes where he was getting not too cute, but he could have just, put those run plays in there, man. So what you think about that?
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I mean, there's not really a whole lot we needed to throw out there. Keep the run game going. I mean,
we got 3 backs. You traded for Naheem Hines for a reason. Why you not running? Why he only got 1 carry? I don't know.
Yeah, you got. Yeah, the 2 featured backs, they really didn't get a lot of carries either. It was just kind of they were efficient too. So yeah, it was a weird one. It was just like kind of going through the motions, which I kind of anticipated going in, and it just ended up turning it up late and scoring a lot.
Yeah, because we started running it again, and then James Cook popped one, and Singletary popped one. It was like, yo, did you not see that they can't stop the run? They 3-13, and it's cold, and they don't want to tackle. You know what I mean? I thought that was just an obvious, I don't know. Yeah. Maybe I'm too nitpicky. We end up winning 35-13, so it is what it is. But I just think if we need to run the ball, we can, and I think our backs are good enough to do it, and I think Dorsey need to trust them guys.
Yep, no doubt.
All right, so do you have any? No, we can move on from that game. So let's go to the Bills injury report. Let's see who made it out good, who didn't make it out good. You got the injury report on you, Matt?
Yeah.
All right, bet.
Yeah, Sashem's still on the injury report for his calf. He was limited today. Stephon Diggs and Tywan Jones, they were illness related. Somebody was joking that he put out a tweet that he had to cook for himself, so he might have gave himself food poisoning or something. I don't know. He tweeted out he did not recommend cooking for himself, so I don't know what happened there. But nothing too glaring. Some good news. Mitch Morse, one of our Pro Bowlers, which we'll get into in a minute here. He came off of the concussion protocol. He practiced fully today, and then Jordan Poyer didn't practice today. Just taking a day off here.
That day. All right, you just said it. So the Pro Bowl is here. They're doing a new type of format this year, right? It's like flag football.
Yeah, it's like a no-tackling. Yep.
And so it's a different type of format. So who are the Bills that's made it, and then we can get into like the snub. So let's talk about the Pro Bowl. Who made it?
Yes, the Pro Bowl this year, a guy that we've been shouting for the past couple years that was a snub. He actually got in this year. Jordan Poyer will start there. Josh Allen, of course. Mitch Morse was a selection, and then there was hold on, there's one more that I'm missing here.
Diggs.
Was it Diggs?
Gotta be.
Diggs is an alternate.
Oh, so it's about okay.
Well, the 4 that are actually in. So that we have a bunch of alternates, but not one. Sorry. Oh yeah. Oh no, you're right. Diggs isn't. I don't know why I thought he was an alternate.
Yeah, I'm about to say that would be crazy. Yeah, if he was an alternate, I'd be like,
yeah. So
I didn't hear about
Diggs,
that.
Allen, Poyer, and Mitch Morse, and then Mitch Morse made a comment about it today, which obviously the biggest snub of the Pro Bowl. I think this year, Matt Milano. He said when they said that I got in, he said I thought they spelled Matt Milano wrong. He's a first alternate. Dawson Knox and Deion Dawkins are also first alternates, and so is Tremaine Edmonds. And then second alternates, you got Saffold and Bass, who a lot of people are saying that Tyler Bass is the biggest snub of the NFL because he's the leading point haver right now in the NFL. At the kicker position, despite Justin Tucker's obviously in the AFC, so that's tough, right?
Yeah.
And then Tyler Matakevich, big special teamer, alternate. Reed Ferguson, long snapper. Reggie Gilliam and Greg Rousseau also alternates in a Pro Bowl, but it doesn't really matter because none of them are going to be playing in it. So
we're gonna skip that week.
Yep, no doubt. So
yeah, I mean,
I don't know if you guys have any snubs in the comments. Definitely let us know who you think got snubbed or if you're happy with the Bills selections.
Yeah, I think those. I mean, the people who got in there: Poyer, Allen Diggs, and who was the other one?
Mitch Morse.
Mitch Morse. I mean, those guys. I think they definitely deserve it. I mean, obviously Milano for me. He's been elite when he plays.
Yeah.
I think that was a little. You want him to be in there. But I mean, I think they got it right. I think we're gonna have some more. And like you said, we're not playing that weekend. That's not the plan. So I know those guys. They want the accolade, but they don't want to necessarily be there. Right.
Yeah,
so,
sure.
So
and the other thing that's you want to compare it to who kind of got in over them too, which kind of frustrated me looking at it. I don't think that CJ Mosley is having a better year than Roquan Smith got in over Milano too.
Yeah,
and there was Roquan Smith and CJ Mosley at the inside, so I guess it's a different position. But the other one's TJ Watt, who I'm okay with, and then
he only played like 4 games.
That's the other, yeah. He only played like 4 games, and there was somebody else that got in that I didn't quite agree with that I can't think of now. But Roquan Smith kind of pissed me off because he was on, he was in the NFC for part of the season. So sure. It was like, all right. But it is what it is. We're not going to be playing that week. So
politics, Pro Bowls is definitely politics. Whatever reason. Whatever reason, I don't know why, but
as long as he shows up on the All-Pro list, I don't care.
Exactly. That's what we want. We want rings, man. We want rings, discipline, all that. A memorable season. Obviously, for individually, you making a Pro Bowl, but having that ring at the end of the season, that's the big one. All right, so moving forward, we're gonna have to talk about this game. It's Monday night game, a big game for us, right? It's a potential AFC championship. Who knows? A potential. We might see these guys later on in the playoffs.
Yep.
So this is a big game, right? We got Joey B, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, and these boys, Joe Mixon. It's we going to Bengals. We going there, right?
Yeah. We're going there. It's going to be the
going
first
to Cincinnati.
Game of the new year. Monday night. It's going to be.
It's a big game. So, what's your thoughts? You know what I mean? How should we approach this game? How do you think this game is going? What's your keys to victory? Essentially, like, because the Bengals are coming on strong. They're coming on strong. They just beat the Chiefs. What we gotta do to beat the Bengals, man?
Yeah, man. Well, I mean, they're kind of the same as how they were last year, though. They're front runners. They get out early, and their defense they kind of give up things late. So we obviously have to exploit their offensive line, which is still poor despite signing some people in the offseason. And they caught a big blow last week. They lost Lael Collins for the week or for the season. He tore his ACL, so that's huge. We're going to need to get to Joe Burrow and obviously disrupt his passing timing with his guys, his 3-headed monster, and Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, and Tyler Boyd, which actually, side by side, if you somebody posted something today that our top 3 targets and their top 3 targets were actually right on pace with those guys. So it's not. It is intimidating, but it's not that as crazy when you really look at the numbers. So I'm really looking to obviously attack Joe Burrow first, and then we need a big game out of the secondary and Trey and those guys to definitely hold their assignments and keep those guys at bay and not give up any big plays, which is usually what our defense is pretty good at.
Yeah, this is I think this is definitely how well I guess not hide Dane Jackson, but how well we can not let's let them expose Dane Jackson. Let them expose the second, the second cornerback, or even Trey Wright, because he's not fully back yet, right?
No.
Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, right boy in the slot. They're gonna come out trying to pass the ball, because or because we've been good against the run. Mixon and P. Ryan, them guys good, but they want Burrow to have the ball. They want to drop back. They want to, they want to throw the ball. And Burrow, he can sling. He's scary to the fact that it doesn't matter the score. It doesn't matter nothing. He's locked in. He can throw 4 interceptions, and he's still throwing the next pass like he didn't do it. Like he got a quick memory loss. Like he does not
goldfish type memory,
Yeah, he doesn't dwell on the last play if it was bad. He just keep pushing, keep moving every minute. Right? It's Tom Brady-esque, right? People always compare him to Tom Brady, but it really is, right? He really next play, he's not really heckle and jive. It's really just an even kill type of demeanor out there, right? So we got to get to him early. You know what I mean? You got to let him feel us. We got to throw off his rhythm with Chase, his best friend, essentially. Like we got to I'm really excited for this. Right? I know we talked about the Chiefs getting these two somewhat NFL teams come to play.
Yeah.
But they got teams that don't got starting quarterbacks, teams that don't have no playoff implications, got firing head coaches, benching quarterbacks, and we got some tough teams going into the playoffs, which I like. You know what I'm saying? I want to be playing our best going into the playoffs. I want this challenge going. It's a playoff game before the playoff game.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I think we can really show good. Our defense can really show what we about. Just in case, say we do lose this game, can we go on the road? And can our defense play good? Can our offense? How do our offense look on the road? How do in a high intense? Like if we do got to go to Kansas City, if we do got to go to Cincinnati, so because that's possible. Obviously we want to stay in Buffalo, but it's possible we can end up in these other cities. So I want to see how we play. I want to see how this play calling look. I want to see how we scheme up this game, because this is a high power offense, bro. This is one of the best young offenses, if not the best young offense in football.
Absolutely,
with the talent, with the weapons they got. So it's gonna be interesting how we slow down Mixon. It's gonna be interesting, man. It's definitely gonna be interesting. I can't wait. Monday night. My bad. Monday night. So what you got planned for it? Were you watching the game?
I'm not sure yet. It's Monday night. I might depending on what I do for New Year's, I'm probably just gonna be hanging out at home or whatever. But I don't know. It's tough because I got to go back to work. I mean, I'm off this week. Luckily, we're shut down this week for the holiday. So
okay.
I'm gonna be sliding back into work though that Tuesday. So it's gonna be a tough decision staying up or doing something that Monday night. I'll probably just end up at the house. How about yourself?
I don't know, man. Because the family, we getting together because obviously Christmas we pushed back Christmas till I guess we celebrate New Year's and Christmas in one big thing. So that weekend I'm gonna be with the family. So maybe we come back together and do something on Monday. I don't know. It's an exciting game though. It's an exciting game.
Well, then another thing I got, I'm a big Ohio State fan, so we got a big matchup Saturday too with that. So Saturday night with combined with New Year's, I might just be tired out by Monday and just want to chill out and really lock in and watch the game Monday night.
Yeah, and hopefully everybody good and everybody. Hopefully Buffalo is back to as normal as it can be. By then, and everybody can enjoy it from the comfort of their home or wherever you watch it at. So that would be dope. But we had a contest over the weekend.
Yes.
We had a contest over the weekend. So Matt, tell us who won the contest, bro.
Yeah, we'll shed some light on some positives over last weekend. We did have a contest winner. We ran a Christmas contest. We did our usual $30 gift card to Buffalo Wing Kings, our wonderful sponsor. Then we also added in an Overdue Bills hat, which we're going to be shipping out to the winner. Both winners. The first winner was John Augustine, and the second winner was Dana. I'm not even going to butcher her name. Her last name, so I'm going to go with Dana S. They both have been contacted, and congratulations on that win this week. So we're going to do it again. It's going to be our final contest of this year, not the season of the year, because obviously we're going into 2023 to start started off.
2023 is kind of nuts to even say.
It is.
That's a weird year. 2023. Wow.
the Jordan year.
The Jordan year.
Something like that. Yeah. But yeah, man, we're going into 2023 with a with another contest. The same deal. We're gonna, we're still in the season of giving, so we're gonna do a double winner again this week. We're gonna give away a $30 gift card to Buffalo Wing Kings, and then we're gonna give away a hat too. So just do the same thing. You're gonna do your score prediction for this Monday's game against the Cincinnati Bengals, and then as a tiebreaker, you're going to give Josh Allen's passing and rushing yards. And you're going to split those up. I know a lot of people put in the comments the total yards. We're going to split it up just as kind of like as a tiebreaker and a secondary tiebreaker, because we have run into, people being the same or less, whatever. So we kind of try to split it up like that. But we hope somebody gets the score prediction this week, because nobody's gotten the Mills double up in a couple weeks. So I'm anticipating that. So yeah, definitely get in on that. And it's going to close Monday night at 8:00. Good luck to everybody. And again, you'll win either a gift certificate to Wing Kings or a hat shipped out by us.
All right, bet. So before we go, what's our score prediction? Let's get one for us. Like, what do you think this Bills game? Because high powered offense,
absolutely
shootout. What you think, man? If you got Bills in Bengals in fantasy, I know you're feeling good. So what's your thoughts?
Well, I think that we're gonna win by at least double digits here. I think our defense is built on the bend but don't break, and the Bengals offense, they're not Bengals offense. They're not used to not scoring touchdowns and just getting field goals. McPherson's gonna be out there kicking some field goals. I'm thinking we're gonna have a lot of bend but don't break moments, and our offense, we're gonna score. So I'm gonna predict that we're gonna win this game 34-23.
Ooh, okay. What's the spread? Is we favored by what?
I think we're favorites, but not by much. I want to say,
I'm assuming 3.
I want to say like 2 or 3 points. It's like a pretty
2.5, 3.
Double check.
That makes sense. Because they
home. No, we're only a 1-point favorite.
1 point favorite. Okay. Mm-hmm. And you got us one. All right. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a close game, and I think it's gonna come down to the legs of these young great kickers. That's on both sides of these on the field with Bass and McPherson. But I do think points are going to be scored. I definitely think it's going to be the over under. It's probably like 52 or 53. So I'm I'm take the over. I got 34-31 Bills. 34-31 Bills. I think Bass kick us a field goal and that's walk us off, man. So shout out to B Bass. Hopefully getting some rest in that leg, because we're gonna need it. You're definitely gonna need it, man. We're definitely gonna need it.
No doubt.
Before we go, you got any playoffs, any championships, fantasy championships?
No, I got knocked out last week. My guys, man. I had 3 guys that were, Devontae Adams, Mike Evans, and DeMondre Stevenson. They all combined for I think 10.5 points or something like that. So
yeah, probably 5.
That's a recipe.
That's like Derek Carr bench now.
Yeah, it's a recipe for disaster. So no, I'm out. How about you?
I'm in one. Shout out. I'm in one. My work league. Hopefully I get it. There. Shout out to the Real Men's League too. Nut and Preach trying to go for his first ring in the Real Men's League. So we'll see. Shout out. Pray for Preach. We'll see if we get it. But that's all I got. You got anything before you want to get out of here?
No, I just want to maybe answer a question I think I saw in the comments I meant to get back to. Somebody asked, do we think fan base voting on our end was lacking? I don't think so. Usually Bills Mafia is usually all over that kind of stuff. So I don't think the fan vote got in too much of it. If that was the case, we probably would have had 30 more people in the Pro Bowl. So I think it just ended up being one of those things where for some reason the other factors that go into it played into the other guy's favor. So it is what it is. Milano was a silent guy. He'll probably let his play do the talking and not worry about that stuff. But yeah, that's really all I got. And shout out to everybody that was watching. Definitely share, like, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend about us. We get on different times during the week. If you like our merch, I have seen some people all over Facebook with the Facebook, Instagram with the merch, Twitter with the merch. So we appreciate all you guys, man, for keeping it going. And we do this for you guys. So that's all I got, man. Everybody have a safe, happy new year. And let's start the new year off with a Bills win.
And I love it. Great way to end the pod, but we always end the pod like this as well with a hey, hey, hey.
Hey.
One day.
Only Buffalo is going to win it, folks. Kick your heels up and shout.
We've seen why the Buffalo Bills are en route to the playoffs.
Come on now, the Bills are making it happen now. Stand up now, come on and shout.
Buffalo Bills go undefeated. And we're going to the Super Bowl, yeah.
Now, baby.